things are going to be interpreted in a bad way. So the question in my mind is, well, how do we replace it and improve it? How do we include the things, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, all the basic human rights that we hold dear? How do we take those that are from the current Constitution and put them into a new Constitution and start limiting things like corporate personhood, limiting things like murder, basically, government-sanctioned murder, whether it's executions or drone strikes. There's got to be a peaceful way to replace this U.S. Constitution with something that's better, and do it in a way that's better, more open. The previous Constitutional Convention basically it was not held in secret. It was known, but it was behind closed doors. There was no interaction with the public. The public started interacting after basically the group or the inner circle met. How can we do something that's more open, more inclusive, like Venezuela? Now, Venezuela has a 199-page constitution, but they included lots of people in the decision-making and development of that constitution. If they could do it, certainly we can too. And Green Party Texas and Green Party, Harris County Green Party, and has lots and lots of political experience. Reading of it, it still is, even though the slavery is gone, it's still this top-down mentality, and it's not human rights oriented, human rights based, democratic rights based. What can we do? How can we change it? And we introduce these people here, David Cobb and Asa Gordon. David, in the U.S. Constitution that we like, we live in an era of cut and paste. We have these computers. We can actually look at the Constitution, look at the things we like, we can broaden them out or narrow them and put them into a new Constitution. We can add things or change things that are already there, or just do something that's better than what we have. And the process I think is what's very important to me. And looking at the situation with Venezuela, before I go to Venezuela, let me mention that I talked to a friend who was a lawyer, or is a lawyer, and he was opposed to replacing the U.S. Constitution, in part because he said that replacing the Constitution is basically a revolutionary act. And he felt that we are not in the revolutionary stage yet. And to a certain degree, I agree with him. Things haven't gotten so bad that people just want to just overthrow the government yet. But I think it's unfortunately kind of somewhere off in the distance there. And do we want to wind up in a situation where things are chaotic, unplanned, messy? And if there is a revolutionary situation, from my observation of history and other other countries, starting up a new business and starting up a new country is a messy process. Do we want to have no plan when the situation occurs? I think it's a good idea to have a plan that includes people in participating in making a new constitution. We may not be there right now, but we should be thinking about that process.